All right, it's 10:07. My face, you can't tell in this light. It's a lot redder than this, and it's burning. I guess I have to stop with the AHA and the different for a week. It's just getting too irritated, and my eyes are swollen, and it's red here. I'm putting Vaseline here, and then my eyelids to kind of help them heal. Putting that on so I could heal. It's just like, it's getting bad. And it's not the first time, so I'm used to this now. Over the past few years, I did go to a doctor because of it, and so you have to stop all the irritating things. And I know I'm irritating. And so it's time to back off a bit. I have sunscreen. It's sunscreen mixed with the AHA from yesterday is what's really making it turn red. But I'm going to another gym, so I'm not going to cover it. I used to cover it. I have a sunscreen that has color in it, but I'm not going to do that. But my skin is burning. And I don't have sunglasses. That's another thing to get. I didn't film yesterday. I uploaded because, I was a little behind on the uploading. And, oh yeah, I uploaded. No, it was uploading the day before when I had that sex date. But anyways, I went to bed at around 11 or so and got up at 5. No, before 5, but then went back to bed. I went to the bathroom. I was like, should I stay up? That was only 6 hours. Then I went back to bed and I got up before 9. So let's say 9 o'clock. And now it's 10:07, so that's pretty good. Fixed myself up. I just have to change the lower body part of me. My anxiety was pretty good yesterday until I decided to open up. I'm like, okay, some things that I write down in my book can be done within 2 minutes. I don't know if you know the GTD method. Basically, anything that's under 2 minutes. GTD, getting things done, with David Allen. But I mean, basically, anything that's under 2 minutes to do, just do it there. And so I said, okay, fuck it. So I was going to pay school taxes. But I haven't opened it. And then I opened it, transferred money, and then saw it's due tomorrow. I'm like, I don't want to pay interest. Usually I would let it ride and then just pay the interest, and like I'm trying my best to. And it's only been a few weeks that I've gotten that, but I should mark it in my Google Calendar for next year to save up the money for that. But anyways, so I can't do it on the phone. If I mail it, I'll still probably get some tax on it. I don't know if they, or interest on it. I don't know if they charge interest. Municipal taxes, they do. But anyways, I don't want that. Oh, they'll probably tack it on to another thing. But anyways, so that rose my anxiety up before going to bed. But still, it was okay. But I got a little hard on myself. Like, I can't. Everything affects me, But I made a choice to call this morning, and I did, and it went through pretty well. I didn't have to wait that long. And then they said I have to go to either mail it. I couldn't do it, pay it on the phone. Mail a check. Of course, I'd have to pay for the stamp and all that, and interest. Or go to the bank and pay it through the bank. And I'm like, okay, I know which gym I'm going to go to. I know there's a bank near there. I'm going to do that and pay it there. That's the plan. So that was kind of like a spoke in the wheel. Like, that's what needs to be done today. Of course, since the guy came over, I haven't cleaned, So that's another thing I need to do. I need to clean. I can't let that go. So what am I going to clean? There's still the floor there. I might as well just do that. So I'm going to write that down. And that would include, I think, will it include moving the stove? No. And I'm not going to use bleach. I'm just going to use regular pine saw. So that's going to be part of this video. So I'm not going to, I might film other parts. We're already at 6 minutes. Like, this can't go past, like, let's say 12 minutes. So I'm going to make sure that I have the cleaning part of the kitchen floor on this video. That is what I'm going to force myself to do. Now, of course, I haven't done anything for my CPR to get the other certification, so I can actually start working there. I did, so I gotta up to it. I'm thinking about checking out casting agencies. I don't want to do that, but I think, you know, I need to get some things in where I can kind of do some extra work. I don't know. Anyways, that's what happens when you have too much time on your hands. See, now you can see all the redness. Anyways, I'm off to the gym. The small gym, which I went to once last week. Or was it at the beginning of the week? I don't remember. I don't know if it was Wednesday or Thursday. But I think we're Wednesday. No, Wednesday I took off. So I think we're Thursday. But anyways. I tried to edit the first clip of this video to make it smaller than 6 minutes and so. And I was like, if I make more clips, I'll just remove them, maybe delete them. I don't know, depending on how much space I have, if iMovies allows me to export. But anyways, that's it shouldn't be a problem. I shouldn't let that stop me from actually talking when I need to talk, you know. So before I left, I removed pictures of the guy, because you saw the live I did, sex with the sex date, but yeah. I don't really, there's nothing there, you know, there's no, there's no interest on my part. I think that's kind of normal, in the sense that, you know, the first time there's hormones and you're like all horny and all that stuff, but then after things settle down, you kind of get to see how the person is. Usually, I guess it takes longer. I don't know, but I don't know. Don't feel any connection. What do you think? I don't know. I can't see something that's not there, you know? I used to think, oh, that, you know, ignore stuff that now I see as red flags and just say, oh, he'll change it to that, or make some excuse of it, you know. So now I kind of see things for the way they are, you know. This is a nice backdrop. Anyways, yesterday was the first time I added frozen vegetables to my rice and beans, putting it to try to eat less of the rice more vegetables when I cannot go and buy them, you know. And you know, there's times I can't go buy frozen fruit when I want to make my smoothie, and I can't buy the regular fruit, and they don't last that long. And also to, you know, increase the nutrition of what I'm eating and decrease the caloric intake. So I noticed there's Chinatown right next to where I live, so I can go there. And but it's like $7 for a big bag, whereas a big bag of rice is, if I go to the Indian shop, it's like 17, 19, and it lasts a long time. Well, for me, no. I have to buy another bag, but yeah, it seems to be more cost effective. But so I'm thinking of what I did yesterday was I put frozen vegetables on like a double boiler, which I had, like where I cook my rice. There's another part that has a boiler, you know, a steamer on it. So kind of get used to doing that. At least I can say I'm pretty consistent with the beans and the rice. The beans I'll have on the crock pot, and I'll make a big load of it. So it's about 1:45, and I just got out of the gym, and weird day. You know, because my skin's still burning. Look at that, you can tell the redness. I have a spray sunscreen on it, but you know I gotta take a week off of the at least the alpha hydroxy acid. Hopefully I could put on the, or maybe all of it, maybe even the benzoyl peroxide and the sunscreen, and just, we'll see. Start removing things until my skin gets better. But I got out when the gym started to get quiet, because at noon it's like packed. It's a small gym. There's one guy I found kind of cute, so I stayed. Once he left and I saw the gym was quieting down, I was like, okay, stop here, which is good. So my energy is the same. But exercises were not going well, and I just kind of walked myself through it. I'm used to doing that, being the parent, you know, and writing down everything, how I feel, really being in the moment. What's hurting? Shall I lighten it up and get more blood in that joint so it feels better? You know, all that stuff. So I'm happy that I got to do that. But another thing that kind of, I'm walking to the bank. But another thing that kind of raised my mood, you know, part of my narcissism. I think in general, like external validation, we all look for that, you know? Especially when we need it. And it was a guy, I recognized his face, and I don't usually talk to people if I've never talked to them before, and you know, I just keep to myself. And I don't know, he came up to me and he said, you were at the other gym? And I said, yeah, it closed now. And I did not expect him to say yes. I was so happy it closed. I was like, you know. All right, so I went with that. I said, oh, you didn't like it. And he said, yeah, because it's, you know, just a muscle show and douchebaggy. And I'm like, yeah, I could see that. But first I said that it was my favorite. But I saw that it did decline. It became trashier and trashier. It was kind of like a multicultural gym, and rules. It was like, kind of had that mom and pop vibe to it. It was a few brothers who owned it. So which is what I liked. Whereas now I go to, it's like a corporation, so it has a different feel to it. But I told him that I liked this, that I can go to several ones, depending on my mood, who I want to avoid, and where I am. So that's a good thing. And if there's like, at the one, my favorite one, where the flamboyant gay guy is at, there's about 5 people who are, you know, big and motivate me and I want to talk to. But they're not, it's not that the whole gym is invaded with them, that it's so douchey, you know what I mean? So it's a good balance. So I mentioned that to him, and he mentioned to me like, yeah, well, you have a nice shape, so you get respect. And I'm like, I sense that, like, douchebaggis who don't respect people who are just try, you know, but who don't look the part. I understand that. So I get, it was kind of cool that he felt that he could come up to me and talk to me about that. So that was kind of cool. Yeah. Because the thing with me is that I may look somewhat the part, and part of me likes that, but I can't keep more than a few minutes with douchebags. I'm not, it's just, I can't, you know? So I understand that. It is 3:17. So I managed to get to the bank to pay that school tax bill. It's, who goes to banks? It's a multicultural area where there is a huge lineup because it's the beginning of the month. If you know what I'm talking about, people get their money and they want to deposit it, and they don't do it digitally. So anyways, so I had to wait in line outside and then wait in line inside for the greater part of an hour. I'm pretty sure, maybe 45 minutes. I didn't keep track, but I finished my work at 1:33. So it's been a couple hours. Anyways, and when I got there, it only took like 2 minutes to add the school tax prompt to my, to add it onto my bank account and to pay it, and there you go. So I'll have that for the future. And I was trying to avoid all the orderlies, you know, because they start at 3:30 and stuff like that, and it's around the area where I was at. And of course I was down, well, sluggish, and someone said hi to me, and it was another person on probation. And I was like, oh, hi. So that was kind of cool. And she said hi to me. She was nice. Most of the people on probation are nice because we were all on the same level. So one guy goes to my gym, the one that I usually go to, where the flamboyant gay guy goes to, and I, you know, and then this one, she doesn't go to the gym at all. But I don't know. Anyways. So I just went down to bring down the recycling, and the bins are still not there. So a few people left some paper bags, and I just put my stuff in there. I'm gonna just move this over here. Well, so I'm leaning the tripod against this couch to kind of, come on. Oh, there we go. It's leaning against the couch because that third leg is still terrible. So So I'm trying to prepare to clean this floor again, because the first time it didn't come out, as you saw in previous video. This time I'm going to do it a second time, and I'll probably do it several times within the week. You know, my goal is to keep something consistent and not let things drag on too much. I had refried beans and tortillas. We'll put that there for now. The recycling bin. Just trying to free the space here. Eventually I'm gonna have to move this, I'm gonna have to clean that. But on a good note, I'm able to think in a pretty good mood right now. I'm realizing what I've been maintaining was cleaning the dishes every day. So they kind of stay there. You can't really see. You can see the tops of it. And whatever's in the sink, I'll just clean up. And I don't use that much dishes, maybe like a container, whatever. But that's something I don't think about. So that's my goal, to keep doing things until I can get a habit that I don't think about anymore. The laundry I don't really think about. I don't do it all the time, but it's not something I procrastinate on. When I need something done, I'll just do it, and that's it. Which reminds me, I gotta get some laundry detergent. So there's not a big barrier to doing that. This video is gonna be longer, so it's gonna be a pain. I'm trying to keep it under 25 minutes. That's that. Here we go. Off. Why is it? All right, it's getting better. These shoes made like a lot of black marks on it, so I had to go over again just to let it dry without black marks on it. I'm not finished here. The water was very, very dirty. So I know I have to do this several times, and eventually I have to remove the stove and the fridge. Of course, I have to do that countertop and stuff. So what I'm going to do is leave it like that. And then tomorrow morning, I'm going to do it again. And then probably in the afternoon, just until it gets clean. And if there's something that comes up, like I got to redo the toilet, trying to, partake and divvy up the tasks on a constant basis. This is going to be a long video, so I'm hoping it's going to upload, so I'm going to stop it here.